Oh boy, there's quite a few that maybe I have, that I admire. As far as favorite, yeah, I do admire the work of Silas Koff. Just the detail that he puts into his work to make it look so real or three-dimensional is inspiring. I like the creativity. I like designing, and also even though some of my pieces are considered art, I want them to serve a purpose, and I think that's more useful than just to look pretty sitting in the corner. Obviously, it'd be the kitchen cabinets that I built when I was 16 years old. I had wood shop in high school, but my parents saw that I had a little knack for woodworking or had an interest into it. And they were building a house or having a house built at that time. And they came up with the idea of if they bought the tools, they asked me, do you think you could build the cabinets for that house? The kitchen cabinets and the bathroom cabinetry. And I said, yeah, sure, let's try it. So I, did some studying and asked a few questions and my shop teacher and started really looking at the details of cabinetry. And the summer I was 16, I built the cabinets for the house. So that was, it was. I look at them now and I look at them and I kind of cringe, but at that time, it was a pretty big undertaking. In my house, I'd say 95% of it is all made by me. They're probably like a lot of woodworkers. They're a mix of maybe spec pieces that didn't sell, or they're prototypes of other pieces that they're nice but not nice enough to sell, but too nice to just get rid of. Understanding that wood moves, and I think that's everybody's. It was a lesson for me, but just understanding that wood will move, and there is nothing that you can do about it. You have to work with it, and after you understand that, it becomes a lot easier. And understanding how that wood is going to move based on the area that you live in, or where that furniture piece is going to, be placed into, based on seasonal changes. So then learning correct joinery and where to implement the right one for that particular situation. Well, for power tools, I'm a big fan of the table saw. I do really find a lot of use with that. And then for hand tools, I really enjoy my 1.5" chisel, just because I do a lot of different work with that. Paul Schurz teaches that, using an 1.5" chisel to make cuts, curved cuts, using it as putting a plate down and using it as a fence to guide to make certain cuts, or mitering joinery. So I'll use it for veneer work, and then just all around, as long as cleaning out mortises, if it's big enough that it can fit in there. Trimming, I'll trim edge banding with it. I do absolutely. If there's a chisel I grab for, that's the first one, and then I'll downsize from there. Yes, but I would try to apprentice with somebody, or go to a good school that really teaches fundamentals, because then you're allowed to. You can learn so much from other students. You learn a lot from mistakes. And if you apprentice, there's a whole business side that you can learn from, and that would be, I don't regret not doing those things, because I think there's a lot into learning, being self-taught, but I think you would definitely shorten the learning gap if you're allowed to, if you were apprentice or learning from somebody else.